This was awful.
Jesus, Neil, I knew this was gonna be it.
Is about to become our new Miss Universe. If for any reason
I've never seen
she
this
is
video,
unable
though.
to fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take her place. Good luck to both of you.
I remember watching
Miss
this live,
Universe
cheering for the Philippines because of my good friend Neil.
2015 is
The suspense is just killing me.
Oh, this is great.
Oh no.
Colombia.
Oh, Colombia! Colombia! She did it! How did the U.S. do in this? Do you know? Yeah, she did it. She did it.
I wish I had seen the rest of the pageant because I would have been able to tell if she actually was deserving to win or not.
I kind of want that sash. Nice Miss Universe sash. That'd be pretty cool.
It's just the pinnacle of the pageant world right there. Winning a big title.
So many people.
Got the flowers, the flag. I'm so proud. I'm jumping for joy. These people have no idea. They have no idea. No idea.
She did it. How do you, I wonder how you, like, could you train for this? It's Colombia! This is great. I can't believe this is such a big thing. What a great event. What a great worldwide event. Really bring everybody together.
I think watching it a second time is actually probably better.
Did she make a speech? Like, did she just stand there?
Meanwhile, Neil's upstairs crying. Lifelong dreams in the Philippines are being crushed. Here's my pageant wave, Neil. She kind of looks like Sofia Vergara, too.
He's back. He's so distraught.
Uh-oh. Here comes Steve. This stinks. I feel so bad for her.
folks.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. This is where Neil's freaking out. Oh, no.
There's, I have to apologize.
That's so terrible.
I don't think she has any idea right now, either.
The first runner-up is
It's Colombia! Woo! Yeah, go Philippines! Go Philippines! Neil, 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 Neil.
Oh, she's like stunned. It's like the moment you realize you just won Miss Universe. And, oh, her lips like
Miss
quivering.
Universe
Oh, there's the U.S. There they are.
2015 is Philippines.
That's so funny. She's so confused. Her hand's shaking.
She doesn't even know what to do. She has no idea what to do right now.
That guy just booed. That guy just went like that. That's so mean.
And that's probably like the longest 2 minutes of Miss Philippines and Miss Colombia's life right there.
Miss Philippines will take
All
her
the
first
Philippines.
walk as Miss Universe.
She has no clue what to do.
She won. That's so sad. That's terrible.
I can't believe Steve Harvey messed that one up. He had one job. One job. Didn't do his job. Oh no, here comes the crown. Crown's going off.
Oh my gosh, you gotta take the crown off.
Listen, folks, let me just take control of this. This is exactly what's on the card. I will take responsibility for this. It was my mistake. It was on the card.
That's why you always double check your work.
Mistake, but the right thing, I can show it to you right
How
here.
does he not know that?
The
Like
first
before,
runner-up
like
is Colombia. It is my mistake. Still a great
It's all your fault, Steve Harvey.
Please don't
That's
hold it
terrible.
against the ladies. Please don't.
Still love
We
Family
feel
Feud,
so
though.
badly, but it's
Go
still a
back to
great
Family
night.
Feud.
Thank you all.
Which I love Family Feud, by the way. Great show.
Oh, that's so bad.
And the crown finds its place on the rightful owner.
That's terrible.
Did you watch Miss Universe when they showed it on TV live?
I did not.
Yes, I was cheering for you, Neil, in the Philippines.
Thank you very much, Justin.
No problem.
How did you hear about like the whole big mess of what happened in the end?
I think it was on Twitter. Yeah, it was some social media site.
And so why do you think that some countries take Miss Universe pageant very seriously?
Well, I mean, it depends on what your country's good at. Like, the United States is very good at basketball. It really takes some pride in like our Olympic sports, our basketball team. But if your country doesn't have a lot of superstar athletes, like the Philippines, even though you have Manny Pacquiao, when you have like these moments and someone's representing your entire country, then it becomes a little bit more significant than, especially in like a bigger country where there's more diversity and talent. The Philippines is a small country and they really support the people back at home.
You know, to be honest, I think that's probably like we have the Olympics. Like some countries have Miss Universe, some countries have sports, some countries have looks, politics. I think just different countries have different things.
And so what do you think of that mistake that happened, and what do you think he did wrong?
That's awful. Like, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I put the Sean Penn thing right up there with El Chapo. Making a mistake that big, like that's pretty big. I don't know, like I'm kind of concerned for his health and his safety.
Should have double checked the card. And someone should have told him who the winner was instead of just handing him the card.
You think he responded to the mistake well, judging for the fact that it was an honest mistake, but no one told him what to do after though? What do you think, how he reacted to that?
I mean, I think he probably did his best. Like if you make a mistake that big, he owned up to it, but I just don't get how he didn't know beforehand, like who the winner was. Like he's the host.
Do you think he was an appropriate judge for Miss Universe?
Yeah, I think he was an appropriate judge.
Host, actually.
Well, he's a host. Yeah, well, he's hilarious. I love Steve Harvey. That stinks that he made that mistake, but things happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love Steve Harvey. I watch him on Family Feud. Like, you just sit and watch Steve Harvey highlights on Family Feud. I think it was a great match, and I think he just made an honest mistake.
Well, the good news for him is that for next year, the Miss Universe company and administration asked him to host again next year. Any thoughts on that?
Are they paying him more to do that?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess everyone makes mistakes. I think he will never do it again. I guess there's less of a risk that he will do it again than some other person.
I would say that those allegations, like, or people that don't want him to host, I don't see why not, because now you know he won't screw up because he knows how to read it now. I mean, I would say he'd be a better pick than anyone else.
So going to the contestants, how would you feel when you were told that you won in a competition, but then they told you it was a mistake and we had to strip you off from the title?
Well, I mean, I guess it goes to the rightful owner at the end of the day. Being in the competitor's shoes, I would understand that. Although I'm sure that there would be some lawsuits going against Miss Universe for causing that pain and uncomfort that comes along with the fake winning, I would say.
Be heartbroken. That's awful. Especially something that you just really can't train for. Like, that's awful. Like, you're the most beautiful girl in the world for like a second, and then you're not anymore. Like, well, what changed? Like, that's awful.
How would you feel if you were told that you lost, but then you actually won, but you never were marked, you were never given the real appreciation that you were actually the winner?
Yeah, that's unfortunate as well. Like, it kind of puts a blemish on Miss Philippines. I don't know. I think it'll all blow over, and I think it has. and she's probably back in the Philippines, probably one of the most popular people in the country. So
I guess it shows that even when you lose, you have to maintain a good sense of character and don't be a sore loser, because you never know what could happen. So if Miss Philippines had gone off on a temper tantrum that she had lost, then she wouldn't have been such the eloquent winner that she was.
How do you think the media reacted with the story?
personally, I think the media blows everything up way too much now, and I think it was pretty big. Like, they did the whole celebration, and then they like had to retract it, and like that part was big. But all of the jokes about Steve Harvey were funny, but like at the end of the day, I think he just made an honest mistake, and it's time for people to move on.
Oh, well, it exploded. I remember seeing it on Twitter like 10 minutes after it happened. I actually stopped watching it after they said Miss Columbia won, and then on Twitter, like 15 minutes later, I started seeing all the things come up. Yeah, a lot of jokes. It was pretty funny.
On social media, there have been lots of attacks and bashing against Miss Universe, Miss Columbia, and Steve Harvey himself. And it wasn't until when Steve Harvey, in his show, he asked Miss Columbia and Miss Philippines to have him as guests on separate days. And both of them at the same day said, stop worrying about, forget about the mistake. Everyone in each country should like stop bashing on each other. What do you think about that comment?
I love it. I think it's almost ridiculous that there's such an uproar about this, but like it's a pride thing. I can see that, but it's almost like it's just like at the end of the day, no harm, no foul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really a big deal at the end of the day.
Well, I think that they need, I don't know what the tenets of Miss Universe are. I don't know what their core principles are, what they have with that written out. But I would agree that you have to stay true to what the competition is really about, and not all the other stuff that happens as something that happened that's improbable in that situation with the Steve Harvey thing.
And I'm going to go off the script. So you said earlier that you didn't watch the whole thing to see whether Miss Philippines actually was deserving, or Miss Columbia. Well, as for me, I watched the whole thing, of course, and I personally think that Miss Philippines did deserve it.
Yeah.
And not just because I'm Filipino, that's for a reason, but I'm saying that because her question and answer was true to, as a country, true to her people and to her herself.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I believe she won.
Yeah.
And so that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting you know that. The main reasons I showed you that video is because after that event, it's social media and the whole media itself took that story and made it bigger than it actually is. Mm-hmm. They called Miss Columbia as the unlucky winner who actually did not win at all, and instead became famous for it, while Miss Philippines was told to be the villain of the event by stealing the crown.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the whole social media aspect to it?
Well, I think the media has a tendency to blow up anything. If you really don't watch it live, even when you're watching it live on TV, you don't really see the backstory of what happens with the competitors and I guess the relationships that they develop off stage. So I think it's very unfair to judge people and competitions like this for their shallow nature that is depicted by television and social media.
I don't like social media. I think it does bad things to everybody. And I think if it was something that was just put in the news, like just if you throw it on BBC, like Steve Harvey makes a mistake, like you get a joke out of it and it's news, it should be news just because that's a big mistake, but it shouldn't be blown up the way, I think social media blows everything up way too much. It's almost ridiculous.